Here's the view from my rooftop. See that? Pretty purple tree. Las Montañas. I'll walk you over here around this building. We know friends. Shout out to Swings. We know friends in almost all those buildings. Look at this pretty mountain over here. More city views. Pretty clouds. And what my daughter just showed me was, if you come to this one, over on this side, and look down, so drop the phone, that is our trampoline in our yard. Where that car is driving away is where our apartment complex is, where that white car / van still is. So there's like sidewalk, covered sidewalk for the most part. Down here. Yeah, get your cup. Down here, this street. So I don't think we know anybody in any of these houses. But at the end of the street where we're currently walking, there is another building where one of the administrators from our school lives, and we went to a cocktail party there a while back. And yeah, there's a dog, and with her baby. And we're going to a friend's house for dinner there too. No keys. Apparently, if you are going to move abroad, this is what you should know. If nobody tells you, I, Najah Matula, am telling you, unlike the United States, in everywhere that's not the United States, nobody has keys to your place except you. So, the first thing you do when you move in and get mobile and go to stores is make copies of your keys and like give one to your neighbor next door and one to the neighbor upstairs in case your next door neighbor's not home, and one to somebody that you work with, and hide one under a rock outside and keep one in your bra. It's just very interesting to me because in the States you're like, I'm locked. Like in the States, it's a whole thing of like, it's like part of your lease. How many times are you allowed to be locked out before they charge you to let you back in? Like it's a whole thing. So that was weird. And yes, I know, because my nanny got locked out twice while I was at work. Good times. But the keys are now made. She has one. There are 2 extras. Things are okay, I guess. It was very much a thing. And honestly, every time we walk out of, every time we go, we're on the first floor. Every time we go out to the lobby, to pick up Uber Eats or to pick up grocery delivery or whatever, I'm like, is the door locked? Is it locked? Because if it's locked, we can't get back in. It's a thing. And I'm not happy about it. But whatever, it's fine. It's just kind of I needed that to have been a bigger deal during teacher orientation. Tell that to everybody, because if this is your first time abroad, you're not gonna know. So for example, I posted on Twitter, and my best friend who I live here with now, we've been laughing, these kids thank us after class, thanks miss, thanks for class, thanks for today, thank you. And I don't care if it's BS, it's super nice BS. Please keep doing that. And they, always ask you how you are and always say good morning and goodbye. They're so polite. And again, don't care if it's ingrained BS. I will take it over here we go in this class again, right? Which is an everyday thing with kids in the States. I will say I'll be curious to see if I completely fall in love with these kids the way that I tend to be completely in love with my kids in the States. I already really like them, right? I'm already like forming connections with some of them and like laughing at their personalities. And like, so, I mean, kids are kids, and I'm a kid person and I'm a people person. And so I already have some of those things. But yeah, like the politeness, the appreciation, the knowledge, or like I said, even the ruse of appreciation, the like pretend appreciation, like I'll take that. It is fine with me. I will take that. My co-planner and I get along just fine. Like, we're great. That's not necessarily everybody's story, but I will take what I can get. And so he and I are doing well. I'm trying to think of other school related things. Um, I'm about to start grading their writing, so I will update on that whenever I'm finished. I had very few stragglers on turning things in late or not at all, so that's nice on the first assignment. Again, though, juniors and seniors, and so that's different. Juniors and seniors at a private school where almost everyone's college bound, so I mean, expectations are really different, right? That on this Thursday, August the 4th, before I could go to an event right after school, I had to help chase a bird out of my house. I also would like to say that I predicted that was going to happen when I was like, oh, it's so beautiful here. Let's just leave the doors open. Like, yes, we get too many mosquito bites. And also I was like, one day a bird's going to fly in here. And today was the day that happened. Last but not least, the bird in our house, the thing that I never ended up saying. So, no, not on this one. You can tell on another one. So I came home and my daughter was with the nanny, and she was like, "Oh my God, there's a bird in our house!" And I was like, "What? A bird?" And we were supposed to be on our way down the street. You'll see down in another clip I'm talking about, like, down there is our apartment. Down here is where we went to a cocktail party at an administrator's house. That's the same cocktail party that I'm talking about. And we have another friend who lives there who we were headed to dinner with her in the same building. And also in the clip where I'm like, we know people in all of these buildings, like same. So I am like, a bird, that's crazy. And it was in my room. And of course I was terrified because I'm like, all my clothes are in here. All my stuff is in here. Who has time to wash everything because birds pooped all over it? Not this girl. So I was freaking out a little bit, but luckily I did not need to freak out because none of that happened. I think there were only a couple of little spots on the floor. It was under the bed. I used a broom. Because y'all have seen these like windows. And so I opened the one that's in my room and used the broom to like scare it out. And it only took like 10 minutes, but it was, she said I freaked her out. It was a whole thing, but it was not a long lasting thing. It was just like, that's the sound that it made. Okay. You should have seen her face. I expected to just like walk in the door and change my shoes and be like, okay, let's go. But instead I had to chase a bird out first. So, and that was like our story of the night. Hey guys, guess why we're late? We had to chase a bird out of our house. So I think they probably did hear you. Those are her bird noises. We've been hiking twice. Last week we went with one friend who showed it to us, and then today we went with our best friend Jen. And we were showing it to her. And we went for a longer time. And it was great. Go with us. Right, she wasn't with us the first time. And we showed her the nature trail. Nature trail. Hiking is great. There will be photos of that as well. I guess I could also even tag in, since I know now this is going to be a two-parter, I'll tag in video of her going up the trail.
We were in
This is a cool hike. Yeah.
and then we got down there.
You're right.
We saw lots of cool animals like yellow butterflies.
Yellow butterflies and black.
And rainbow butterflies.
And rainbow butterflies. We didn't see rainbow ones. That's so cool. Do we see plants too? Cool plants?
Yeah.
What was the main one that we were looking at?
Elephant ears.
Elephant ears. They were so great. And there's a river down there. We didn't go all the way to the river because it's far, but we'll go on another day. So I don't want anybody to feel like I'm like, oh my God, did I make the right decision? I'm sorry, I obviously don't know how to hold my selfie stick. I 150% made the right decision because the US is a terrible place. Not like holistically at all times in all ways, but in a lot of ways at a lot of times, especially for teachers. But on the 22nd, I start Spanish classes, and so I will move from this like weird semi-proficiency to more of a fluency, hopefully pretty quickly. The 22nd, and I'm in level 2, so I feel really good about that. Not level 1. Whoop whoop. And the money will start coming in, and I will hopefully be able to get more comfortable and like travel and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to like planning things and whatnot. I think my daughter's jumping on the couch. So yeah, like the shininess wore off, but I still feel like I made exactly the move that we were supposed to make. Like I was trying to think of like what are some of our other like growing pains. I don't know. I mostly just like not being able to go where I want to go when I want to go there, and like not having my money yet, right? Like it's coming, but it's not here yet. Honestly, when I was thinking about making this video earlier, I was like, this is going to be the complaining video, but then I forgot that I'll get a check from the US on the 20th. And so that actually makes it way better because I thought that I was still not getting any money till the 31st. Selling my car turned into an ordeal that it shouldn't have turned into. I'm really angry about it, but I am trying to like stay in the moment and trying to not like let that drag me down because I know that like eventually it'll be done and I'll have the money, and I'll also hopefully get a nice credit bump for having paid off this big debt. But like, boo. It's been dumb. I don't like it. But yeah, long-term stuff. This part of it could feel like, oh my God, did you make the right decision? And it's like, yeah, absolutely. Like long term, this is still going to be better, right? Like this is the hard part. This is the like sticky part. This is the adjustment period. Like when in the moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is real hard. Like, what am I going to do? I've not felt like I really wish I was back at my house in Oklahoma teaching at a public school. Although I was gonna like being a Falcon again. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna like that. But it's okay. It is okay because the rest of my Uber Eats is here, so I should get off of here. But the rest of life in the States was not what I wanted it to be. So if y'all really want like a private thread of like girls only or moms only or I don't know, dating stuff only, although I'm not dating, let me know and I can give you that. But like right now, this is like for the masses, just in case it goes viral, which I don't expect it to. And I'm ready to continue moving right along, start Spanish classes, start clubs, really get into intensive work. Okay, no. Really get into intensive work. Grad school starts back for me. Not grad school, just thesis writing. Starts back for me this upcoming week. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Teach, write, travel. That's what we do. Okay, bye.